you're in the right relationship if y'all can communicate and work out problems. Most relationships do have communication. They do talk about what bothers them, but the problem is no one makes adjustments in the relationship. No one fixes the problem. No one wants to improve. So you end up arguing about the same thing over and over again because nothing gets fixed. Just communicating isn't good enough. Most people are in relationships where they communicate, but they don't really listen to understand. They listen to respond. So they are communicating, but they're just arguing with each other. And the relationship isn't getting any better. Nothing is improving. Y'all just get more mad at each other over time. And if anything, the relationship just gets worse. The more y'all communicate, the more y'all argue, because no one wants to understand each other. No one wants to care about what the other person thinks or how they feel. They just care about how they feel. So if you're in a relationship where both of y'all communicate and actually work through the problems y'all have in the relationship, then she might be the one. Because a good relationship isn't one-sided. Most people are in relationships that are one-sided, where one person puts in all the effort while the other person just cares about what they want. It's always about them. They don't care about what's good for the relationship itself, and they don't care about you. And that's a relationship that won't work out. And that's why everyone tells you you should always put yourself first before anybody else. You should look after yourself. And people say you shouldn't put your significant other first. You should put yourself first. That's where all of that comes from. But that's because most people have been in and only know about one-sided relationships. So they become very individualistic and selfish. They've never seen a happy relationship. They've never seen a selfless relationship. They never seen a relationship where both people put each other first. What makes each other happy? And there's not really a good example of what a happy, healthy relationship looks like nowadays. Most people are in relationships where they argue about the same thing over and over again, rather than talking it out and actually understanding each other and fixing the problem. Because if you don't fix the problem, it won't go away. When you're truly in a happy relationship, you're going to put your partner first, and they're going to put you first too. Y'all will both put in effort in that relationship because you know that is the person that you're going to spend the rest of your life with. That is the person that you're going to start a family with and make life-changing decisions with. So if y'all don't put each other first, who will? Because a truly happy relationship, you want to see your partner happy, and they want to see you happy too. And that's why a good relationship will put each other first. It's not about being selfish. It's not about what you want. It's about what your partner wants. And as long as they reciprocate that, then you know you found the right one. When you spend more time being happy than being sad and stressed out, then you found the right one. I feel like a lot of people are in relationships where they're more stressed out and they spend more time feeling sad than actually being happy in the relationship. And that just means it's not a good relationship to be in. Now, if you're stressed about work, then that's different. It's about if the relationship itself makes you happy or not. A good relationship is one where you fulfill each other emotionally and physically, because most men nowadays are in marriages where there's no intimacy at all. What you have to understand is, if you're in a relationship and intimacy is fading, y'all used to get intimate all the time, a couple times a week, and now y'all only get intimate once a month or once every couple of months. When y'all get married, it's just gonna get worse. So you have to take into consideration, is this the right relationship for you? Because you're not satisfied with the relationship. Are you going to be fine with the relationship being that way and getting worse? Because intimacy will keep fading. Eventually it'll be once a year, once every couple of years, and it might stop altogether. Are you fine with that? Is that the relationship or the marriage that you actually want to be in for the rest of your life? And that's why it's important to be with someone that's physically attracted to you. Because you gotta think about it. If your partner doesn't want to get intimate with you, does she really like you? Is she actually attracted to you? Because she would not feel that way if it was her celebrity crush. If it was someone that she found hot or attractive, you think she wouldn't be turned on? You think if she was with a guy that she's physically attracted to, if she was with her celebrity crush, she wouldn't want to get intimate with him? That's what you gotta think about. Because you gotta think about it. When you're attracted to someone and when you're in love with that person, you want to be around them. You want to get close to them. You want to hug them and you want to kiss them and you'll want to get intimate with them. I've never seen someone who's so in love with someone, so attracted to someone, don't want to get intimate with them. When a girl is truly interested in you and actually likes you, she can't get her hands off of you. And it's not to say that there won't be days where y'all won't be in the mood or y'all just don't feel like it. But if it's every day, y'all never feel like it, y'all never have the urge to get intimate, y'all haven't gotten intimate for over a year, does she really like you? That's a question you have to ask yourself. Because a good relationship is one where both of y'all are satisfied emotionally and in the bedroom. That's very important in a relationship. And the question that you have to ask yourself is, are you actually happy in this relationship, or is it just lust? Does this person actually make you happy, or are you just with them because you're attracted to them? Because sometimes people are in relationships where they're only in that relationship because of physical attraction, but they don't like their personality. And if you ask them, if you weren't attracted to them, would you even like them as a person? Would you have even given that relationship a chance? And most of the time they would say no. And that relationship usually just breaks up and get back together over and over again. But if they weren't physically attracted to them, they wouldn't have gotten back together. It would have just ended and they would have just moved on. But that physical attraction keeps them there. Even though they're not happy, even though that's someone they shouldn't marry, but they end up marrying them anyways. And then it usually ends in a divorce because they weren't even compatible from the beginning. They were never compatible, but they just ignored all the red flags. And you have to be with someone that you trust. Because you gotta think about it. Why are you marrying someone that you don't trust? This is someone that you're gonna spend the rest of your life with. Someone that you're gonna make life-changing decisions with. This is your partner. If you can't even trust them, should you even be with them? Trust is the most important thing. Just as important as loyalty. And you gotta be able to trust this person in any situation. You know that even if she's around attractive guys, she won't flirt with them. She won't try to get their attention because your attention is all that she needs. And she respects you enough to not flirt with another man, because if she flirts with another man, that's the same thing as disrespecting you. She don't respect you at all. And you have to be with someone that respects you. And when you're sad, she can tell that you're sad, and she'll do things to cheer you up. She'll take you to a nice restaurant or take you somewhere fun to take your mind off of things. You just know that she doesn't want to see you sad and she just wants to make you happy. It's the effort that tells you that she cares about you, and she'll want to know why you're sad and be there for you. And when you're not feeling well, she takes care of you. You can tell if someone cares about you or not by their actions, not by what they say. People can say they care about you, but when you need them the most and they're not there, you know they don't care about you. And you're not gonna find the perfect person. You're gonna find someone that you're just happy to be with. You'll never find someone that has 100% of the qualities that you want. The best relationship, at most, you'll find someone with 90% of the qualities that you want. Now, most people mess up and go looking elsewhere for that other 10%. And that's when a relationship ends up falling apart. It either ends in a breakup or a divorce. So don't get greedy and end up with less than what you started with. Because what you gotta understand is when you're looking for that other 10%, that person might have that 10%, but they're missing that 90% that your partner has. So don't give up 90% of what you want for 10%. And when you're in the right relationship, you can be yourself. You don't have to act like someone that you're not. And she makes you feel comfortable when you're being yourself, because she wants you for you, not for who you try to be, because you don't have to try to be anyone, because she likes you when you're being yourself. So when you're comfortable being yourself, acting goofy, being funny, when you're just comfortable around her, but at the same time, she still makes you feel like you want to put in more effort. You want to make her happy just as much as she wants to make you happy. Then you know you're in the right relationship.